3 things you're doing online to frustrate your potential customers so them don't want to buy from you. So that's 3 things you're doing online to frustrate your potential customers so that they don't want to buy from you. If you're an expert using Instagram and you're killing it and you're securing the bag, then you probably won't find this information useful. This live is for the new entrepreneurs, the solopreneurs, the startup small business owner who is fresh to Instagram. Maybe you've been on Instagram for maybe less than a year and you're just trying to figure it out. These 3 tips would really help you, and it's coming from customers. So as Crystal said before, I don't know how many of you have ever done a customer survey online, but we did one. That's myself, Crystal, and Danishka, and over 100 persons replied. Potential customers, people who are online, people who are looking for products and services. And they shared what the things were that were frustrating them the most. So I'm not inventing any information. I'm just bringing to you the voice of the customer and my own experience, because I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I've been the seller, the entrepreneur, the business owner, the hustler, whatever you want to call it. And I've also been the frustrated potential customer. Anyway, so let's start. All right, 3 things you are doing online to frustrate potential customers so they don't want to buy from you. There are simple things, you know, but they have a huge impact on your sales. So 1, let's go. You're not providing enough information. That is, there is a lack of basic information, whether that is in your bio or in your captions. For example, you have no location, no opening or operational hours listed, no contact number and or email, no payment option listed. We don't know if you deliver or you ship, and if so, at what cost. So I went online and I saw a statistic from Statista, and Statista found that 56% of shoppers abandon their carts due to unexpected shipping costs. So let me say that again. Statista found that 56% of shoppers abandoned their carts due to unexpected shipping costs.
That's what that means. Drawbreaks. Let me give you an example where reached me yesterday. I kid you not, right? I'm buying some samples of some products because, you know, I ever think business, right? I'm a friend, my best friend, Kimberly. She said, Crystal, what, you know, I know say you have some things you do already now, but you can't that think of, because she's always just like money. She's always where the money resides. So I said, okay, I'm gonna check out a few things because I have an interest in here and there. So I'm gonna check some supplies if I can get them in bulk, you know, how I can personalize, etc. Go up on the website for order the sample. No, 2 things. The sample is gonna take 2 weeks to reach, and the shipping is 3 times the cost of the sample. You know who don't buy it, so I'm not gonna get the sample, right? I'm not getting the sample. It's not gonna happen for me. And even if you're not buying the sample, the actual product itself, again, is less than the cost of shipping. I don't know how it's going to reach me. It's got to reach me by osmosis because I'm not paying that shipping price. And it's not even express overnight shipping.
And so that continue. Is it. If it is, so that is that 56%, you know, more than a half of people abandon their cart because a shipping cost just come at them just unexpected, right? So if you had that information on your Instagram page that either it's free shipping or shipping is this amount, then only the people who were willing to pay that amount would go onto your website or DM you to say, okay, I'm interested in that product. So now you waste their time and you also waste your time. But anyway, so why is this important? You're giving your potential customer too much work to do. You're making their life harder than it needs to be. and now they have to send you a comment and they have to ask you for information. And if it was there, they wouldn't need to do that. So that's one. You're giving your potential customer too much work. The second thing is you get more qualified leads and prospects when the information is available. So, and when it's clear. So you get more qualified leads and prospects when the information is available and when it is clear. Yes, Kian is saying it's called reducing
customer effort.
Customer effort, right.
That's so
and
true.
People don't have to waste them time and end up abandoning their carts, right? 3, you make it easy for your customers to buy from you, as Kian just said. And 4, confused people don't buy. The more relevant information you can provide, the better. All right, so let's say you have a boutique. You post an outfit or a dress or a swimsuit. You also need to state or show the colors you have available, the sizes that are available. Maybe you need to show if the item is sold out, because you may have posted the outfits before, but they are now sold out. So maybe you have to show that the item is now sold out, and you have to make that known. In fact, if the item is no longer available, I would suggest archiving the post. But if you don't want to archive the post, then I would suggest making it clear in the caption that the item is sold out. And also, I just want to add, since we're on the example of the online boutique, when you are posting the outfit, the dress, or the swimsuit, whatever it is, show all views of the outfit, the front, the back, and even the side, if that is necessary. It is helpful and it makes it easier for your potential customers to make their decisions, and it gives you less work to do, so you can focus on other income generating tasks. Like, there are things that you shouldn't have to be back and forth answering questions that you could have put in the caption, like, really. And no one has time to ask you, can you please send me the back view of that swimsuit, please? We don't have time for that. Just put everything in Instagram. We have a swipe feature.
They look like it have an X back. I mean, I like X back.
Yes.
They have one hook at the back.
Exactly. Some people have spots on their shoulders and backs. They don't want to show it. Some have love handles, you know, that thing in the back rolls. They don't want to show it. And so they want to see what the front, the back, and the side of the outfit look like. So that's just an online boutique example. But lack of information is critical, as you lose out on sales when you provide little or insufficient information.
Stassi, can I just add here that for a lot of people, buying something online is not yet the norm. For them, they love to touch, fit, sample the fabric. You say a cotton, I wonder if it feel like it thin out. Because we have had those instances where you buy something online, it look rich in the picture. And then when it come, all you need to do is sneeze and it end up 30 meters away. Thin, like piece of paper. So there's already resistance, hesitation to purchasing something that you can't touch by yourself. So you as the business owner have to make it as tactile and tangible as possible through the phone screen, because in Jamaica we would say people don't want to buy puss in a bag, so they don't want to feel like they've made a purchase and then not get the thing that they anticipated they would get. So you have to paint as true a picture as possible so that you even get a return customer. They expected to get X, they got X, they can come back because they know next time if they want Y, they will get Y. So it avoids them feeling like they can't trust you. And it's a big risk now.
Lord, yeah, you know what I said, oh, Crystal, sorry. So you have to think like the customer. What would you want to see or know if you were the customer? What information would make the customer's life easier? What information is helpful in the decision-making process? Many persons will not take the time to comment or send a DM to find out the info that they want. They will just continue to scroll. Hence, you missed out on a sale or sales because you provided insufficient information. So that takes me to frustration number 2. 2. And this one really belongs in number 1, but it needed a slot of its own, as based on the poll we did, it was the greatest frustration of them all. In fact, as we said before, over the 100 persons responded to the poll, and more than 90% of the responses had this one for their greatest frustration. Can you guess? Can you guess? Number 2 on the list is you're not only leaving off the price, but you're also asking your potential customer to DM you for the price. So, all right, this is a no judgment zone. I have done it in the past. No judgment zone. The issue is not when you don't know, you don't know. But if you know and you still do it, then we know that you just really want to lose out on sales. But number 2 is DM for price. The thing is though, those who do this, they have their reasons for doing it. So I just wanted to share a few of the reasons why I think, being somebody who had done it previously, why some of the reasons why people do it. 1, the number of comments on your post will increase your engagement, and therefore it ranks you higher on the algorithm. Instagram have an algorithm, so the more comments you get, you're ranked higher, so you're easier. People will see you more in their feeds. So some people will do it because of that. Not saying it's stupid or right or wrong, but you have some people who want the comments and the engagement. So leaving off something so that you can ask them, they think is a good strategy, right? Then you have those who see it as a way to kind of like filter out people who they think are more interested, because if you take the time to DM, that means you're more interested. So some people use that as a filter. Then you have others, which I think for my case was that you're probably creating customized products, and you have customized, whether products or services. So everything is not a fixed cost. So your cost may vary based on what the customer needs are. So you don't want to put a fixed cost to it. So that's another reason why people will say DM for price. And then you have some people who may see it, as I said before, as a marketing strategy. Whatever the reason why you may do it, I'm here to tell you today, tonight, on this here live, that it is frustrating. It is the most frustrating thing to your potential customers, and you're turning them away. You're missing out on sales, and as I said before, they just keep scrolling. Yeah, and they scroll because they think it's shady. Why are you hiding your prices? Why is it a secret? As I said before, it's frustrating them. It gives them additional work to do. You are giving them an extra step to take in the buying process that could have been avoided. In fact, you are actually disrupting the buying process. You are wasting their time and yours. And this is one. Customer may also assume that they cannot afford your price. So your price is high, so that's why you're saying DM me for price. So they just keep it moving, because obviously we can't afford what you have. So that's why you ask.
I saw one person ask, when they were telling us that was one of their key frustrations, they were like, what is the big surprise? What is the hide and seek? Why is it buried? Why I have to hunt for it, right? Is a surprise? You know? So I noticed one of the comments while you were talking too was that there are some business owners who don't share their price because the persons trying to investigate their prices are their competitors. So they said even competitors are DMing to ask for prices.
And you're running a business, so what? Your competitor actually, a good competitor would actually buy your product as well to see how it works, and so they can see where you're going wrong or what. So, I mean, if you're running a business and you're afraid to post your stuff because people will see your designs and steal them, you will never grow, because if that is what you're afraid of, you'll never grow. You have to just know what your value is. You have to brand yourself and your business and know that you have value and what you're bringing is unique. So even if they have this thing where say you can we can't remember right now, but basically they can't they can't imitate you. They can take your stuff, but you are
let me see if I remember it. Do you remember it?
I don't remember what
you can do what I do and still not do it like me, or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
right?
you can do what I do and still not do it like me. Something
I
like
can't
that.
remember, but when I remember though, I'll share. All right. So where was I? So yeah, so they assume that it is out of their price range and they keep it moving. So basically, it's trying to filter out those who are really interested. You possibly ended up filtering out many who would have actually bought.
That's it. Can I be completely honest with you? Nakian said it in a comment a while ago. She said she feels like the DM for price is like it depends on who's asking, right? The price depends on who's asking. There are times when me wanting stuff here, I'm going to say no. If they know say me want it, it's going to be a different price for me, because somehow they probably think say I want $10 million park up right, so
that is dishonesty. You have to, that is dishonesty. But although some people price, because let's say that my business value is that I want to give Jamaicans living in Jamaica a different price from everybody else. Just because you're Jamaican, that is my business is Jamaica, favor to Jamaicans. Then I may ask you because, okay, are you a Jamaican living in Jamaica? Just because there's two different prices. Or I could just simply put Jamaicans, you get it for this. Everybody else, this is your price. So whatever it is, even if you have different prices, put it out there. Let people know.
10% off for all orders in Jamaica.
Yes.
And I think people do it, delivers round town are free, but out of town is so and so.
Let people know what it is. So stop frustrating your potential customers. Share your price and own it. Stop. First of all, you need to stop competing on price. What is your value to your customer? What problem are you solving?
Repeat that one. I have to say
share your price and own it. Stop competing on price. What is your value to your customer? What problem are you solving? If you are charging a certain amount for something that you know is worth it, then don't be afraid to say it, because you know it's worth it, right? If you have customized products and services, as I said before, which affects the price, then say that. And you can also share the price range, and you can also direct them to a price list that have the add-ons, like like side meals, what you call it? Like if you add in fries, right? A price list that have that. So can we leave? Can you promise to leave DM for prices in 2020? Can I see the yes?
and let's just clarify too. If you have a product that it depends on what the customer is asking for, you're gonna have the extra cost. You can give them a minimum. Prices start at whatever base price at. So let them know the ballpark. It's not that when you order the cake, I saw somebody ask about cakes. I can get that. If they want a 2-tier and a 3-tier with rose and petal and diamond and stud, fine. But you can let them know that all cakes start at $5,000. Do not cake for less than $5,000. So you can only get more than 5. But you're not going to get less. So people know if it's in a price range or not.
After they tell you DM for price and you DM them for the actual price, then it takes forever to get a response. It's called Insta Instagram for a reason, because it is Insta. Insta.
That's the
So it's called Instagram for a reason. In a microwave. Yo, it's a microwave society right now, and people want things quickly. So 24 hours now is a really long time, right? In Instagram world, that's really a long time. And we know, I know, you know, you're a solopreneur, you're doing so much that you feel as if I can't answer them DMs you right now. I'm busy, but guess what? You have to focus on the income generating tasks and things that deal with customer inquiring about your prices. More than likely is so that they can buy. So you have to focus on those income generating tasks. The number three frustration is that you're taking too long to respond to your DMs or your comments. You're taking too long. As I said before, it's called Instagram for a reason, because we want it Insta.
Somebody
so funny. That's so funny.
Said, how are you gonna have an online business and not want to be online? Literally, it's like owning a store and not showing up to go to work.
Some people use Instagram for their marketing, right? So it's not that so they're probably sewing something. Them not, you know, the whole day spent sewing or creating art, or you know, some people more on the creative side, and they find administrative work, which this will feel very draining. So they might. What you going to say? What you saying, Crystal?
Could I use this as the opportunity to mention? It didn't make it into the top 3, but it's one of the peeves that
wait, you don't know yet. You don't know what's coming, Crystal.
All right, let me
stop. You don't know what's coming.
Let me say that one because it's hilarious and true. But go ahead.
Yeah, so we know you're busy and you may be a one-man show or a one-woman show, a solopreneur, but you must factor in time to respond to customers, as that is an income generating task. So you may decide that you want to check your DMs at 9 a.m. every morning and at 7 p.m. at night, just so that you don't forget to check your DMs, and just so that it may not be too long a time frame, even though an hour can be a long time in Instagram world. Because as we know, I can maybe I found your product or your post because I was a need-based customer. I was actually looking for a black swimsuit. So I typed in the search black swimsuit, right? And your post came up, right? Your post came up and I liked the swimsuit and messaged you, but you never answer same time. We know how this thing work. Google, Facebook, all of them spying, right? So guess what happens? I start scroll again, and guess what I see? 100 black swimsuits come up, and even some similar to the one I asked you about, maybe the same one. And guess what I do? I buy it because they had all their details available, or I messaged them and they responded immediately. So we have to think about that as well. You are not the only person online selling, right? You don't know if it's a need, if it's an urgency. You don't know if I'm on data and I need an answer now. You don't know any of that. You just need to respond, right? So if you can't respond instantly, try and set a times to respond to your comments and your DMs that are relevant to generating income. Because you have been such good people, I'm going to do a bonus, right? I'm going to do a bonus.
Oh my God.
All right. So one of the bonus frustrations, you have a private page. You say you're busy,
right there, you know,
but you have a private page. Hello. So I may see something that I think Crystal going like, right? So I send her, I share it in her DMs and thing, and then she said, but I can't see this what you send me. And you say, oh, it must be private. And guess what? Crystal don't like sending friend requests. So guess what happened? She said, all right, moving right along, because if you didn't want me to see it, your page wasn't private. And she moves right along. So if you're running a business, your page cannot be private unless you're running an exclusive business and you're securing the bag and making the money, so you don't really care about my little money because you're exclusive, right? You're exclusive.
You pick your customers. Your customers don't get to pick you. You go and say,
You're
okay,
really
you're worthy. You're worthy
you're
of being your customer.
All right, so another bonus, right? You're misrepresenting your products and your services. You're false advertising, or you have incorrect information. Let me give you an example of incorrect information. Your phone number don't work. Your email not going through. Very frustrating, annoying. And then now I have to leave Instagram to type in Google to see if it come up. Wrong information, all that. You're giving me too much work. So me just moving right along, me scroll, right? And gone. So you have missed, or another thing, and this one reached me. I'm looking for something to buy, and wow, it looked good. Trust me. And then when you see, like, somebody in the review gave a review of the product, when you actually saw what the product looks like, it never looked like what they advertised. It was a swimsuit, you know, but the swimsuit not even the same style, same color but different style. It no, and them can't say it's because the body in the model body different from the person body. Two of them have nice body, but the swimsuit was different style, right? So you have to be careful that you're not false advertising, right? So that is another frustration people have. And finally, so I give you 3 bonuses now. Finally,
This is my favorite one.
Frustration people have is your arrogance and your tone. You're just bad customer service, in the sense that people feel as if they are begging you to buy from you, right? That they're bothering you. They're asking questions, and the way how you're answering is like, Lord, why shouldn't I stop asking so much questions? Trust me, I have different kind of customers. I am one of those customers in certain things where I ask question upon question upon question upon question. Yes, because, and the fact that I'm asking question, it means that I'm really interested in her. But you might see it as, she don't want nothing, she just annoying. But guess what? I am the kind of customer that everybody dreams to have, because if I like something, I don't want nothing else. So if food places that I order from can see me coming and know what me I gonna order, then they have to ask me. That's the kind. So you lose out on the best of customers because you say, she asks too much questions, she annoy me. But when you want to make a good decision, so you ask everything, you want to ask everything. So you
get
so
something. When you buy, you buy 4 to your friend them, right? Christmas, you have to know.
And when I am pleased, the whole world know, come I message everybody, me I say, yo, you need to buy this, you need to do that. So when people ask you questions, sometimes too, they may not be able to buy it right now, but when they do get to buy it, maybe they have to save whatever it is. Trust me. So don't miss out on good customers or potential customers because of your arrogance and your tone and like, ooh. And another thing, you remember that story, Pretty Woman? Not story, the movie Pretty Woman, when Julia Roberts went into the store and they were like, she can't afford it. Me not deal with her. You don't know who people are, 1, and you don't know who people know, 2. You have to treat everybody, whether them in ranks, whether them chat bad like me, or they talk. No, I shouldn't say that. cut that, cut that. Whether they talk good like me, because Patwa is good, right?
Yes, it is.
Whether they talk good like me, or they speak English like others, right? You don't know who people are, so respect to everybody. Good tone, cheerful tone, respectful tone to everybody. So those are my 3 plus 3 bonuses. So 6 frustrations that potential customers have online, and it just scare them away. They don't want to buy from you because you're too annoying. It's too hard to do business with you. So let me just go over them. 1, lack of basic info, right? You're not giving enough information, time, opening hours, all those things, contact number, all those things. DM for price, 2, right? Just put the price out there. Your thing is worth it. You're solving a solution. You're offering value. Put your price out there. Plus, if you're posting and showing, your brand identity, your people will buy from you, right? With the right marketing strategies and content, of course, but your people will buy from you. So quit the DM for pricing, right? 3, you're taking too long to answer DMs and comments, right? Potential customers, right? Answer them in a timely manner, even if you have to set aside time to do those tasks, or if you have to hire somebody to do those tasks or delegate. But it's an income generating task to satisfy the because the thing is, it costs you more money, right? So sorry, it's just shift. It costs you more money and more energy. It's actually cheaper to get an existing customer to buy from you again than it is to get a new customer, right? So if you have somebody who is actually interested in buying from you and you not answer, and money that you leave money on the table, you burn money, you literally burn your money, like you have some money and you just put fire to it. You're burning your money right there, right? And so those were the 3, and then the 3 bonuses were: 1, you have a private page, frustrating. 2, you're misrepresenting your products or services, either by sharing false advertising or just sharing incorrect info, whether that info is incorrect intentionally or unintentionally, you're sharing wrong info. And 6 is your tone, your arrogance, your customer service, respect due to all mankind and womankind, because you never know who someone is, who they know, or who they will be, right? So respect all people because they're people, not because of who they are or what they have. Blessings, one love, me done.